Hi everyone, I hope you all enjoyed your weekend. Today I want to work with you on writing the introduction and the body paragraphs of our argument essay. Like we do in the classroom, I want to break this down into different parts and do my best as we work remotely to guide you and help you as you write these paragraphs on your own. So one of the things that I need you to check for me is to make sure that you are able to see the work that I returned to you for last week, which was the organizer, where you had to jot down Atticus's different points and find the evidence from chapters 17 through 21, and then also find evidence to support the argument for Mr. Gilmer between chapters 17 through 21. You should also be able to see the other organizer that you completed when we were watching the trial. So that was about 2 weeks ago, and it should say trial worksheet. I graded those. I believe you're able to see them, but obviously if we can't find them or don't see them, you have to let me know, because all of the information on those two worksheets are what you're going to be transferring onto your essay. So I want to talk to you today about your introduction. I want to give you a sample of how the introduction can look, and then we'll work from there to construct our body paragraphs. So if you remember from the PowerPoint presentation last week, in the introduction, you need to be able to hook the reader. You can start off with some sort of statistic or fact. For our purposes, for To Kill a Mockingbird, we should just be able to provide some background information on the story. And then, before you begin to draft your introduction, you need to pick a side. So, I'm asking you to decide whether Tom Robinson is innocent or Tom Robinson is guilty, and you're going to defend either point. So, if you take a look up on your screen, you have two different claims. Tom Robinson is innocent of Mayella Ewell's rape, and Tom Robinson is guilty of Mayella Ewell's rape. So you're going to choose one of these. You're going to talk about both of them in your argument, because if this were my claim that Tom Robinson is innocent, my counterclaim would be that people would say he's guilty, and then I would have to prove them wrong. So I'm always going to talk about both parts. I just need to choose which one is my stance. So if you take a look, I gave you an introduction. You can mirror your introduction off of this. I tried to keep it very general so that I don't steal some of your ideas, but I do want to draw your attention to a few things. So one is obviously that I've indented. So To Kill a Mockingbird is the title of the novel. If I'm typing, it should be italicized, so that's that little I that's slanted. However, if you don't have Word, or you're writing this out by hand, then we would always underline the text. So To Kill a Mockingbird is either underlined or italicized. To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee takes place during the 1930s in Macomb County, a small town in Alabama. During this time, African Americans were still fighting for equal rights. So I include this information because I'm obviously going to be talking about the trial involving Tom Robinson. So I want to tell my audience some of the cultural and some of the political things that are going on when the story is being told. So, because the person reading my essay may not have read To Kill a Mockingbird, I need to explain a few things. Because I'm going to be talking about Tom Robinson, I need to provide some background information on him. So I simply say, when a black man, Tom Robinson, is accused of raping a white woman, Mayella Ewell, the town is quick to conclude he is guilty. So that sets up the preference for why Atticus Finch, who I'm also going to talk about now, is going to defend Tom Robinson. So I write, Atticus Finch, a lawyer, and the father of the narrator, Scout, decides to defend Tom Robinson and prove his innocence. Now, in this introduction, I am introducing several characters that will most likely come up in my body paragraphs. Atticus Finch, a lawyer, and I also mentioned Scout. So if I were to mention Atticus Finch again, my readers would already know that he is a lawyer and that he's also a father. I might want to provide more information the next time I talk about him, but that's going to be up to you, the writer. So I tell my readers that he, Atticus Finch, decides to defend Tom Robinson and prove his innocence. I could also tell my reader that Atticus Finch is a white man. Again, I'm leaving this general so I don't take away from some of the things that you would like to say. From here, I've provided my readers some background information, but if you remember from last week's PowerPoint, your essay needs to end, the introduction of your essay needs to end with a claim. So make reference back to your claim, and if I write here, Tom Robinson is innocent of Mayella Ewell's rape. And now I have my claim, and I could leave my introduction as it is. Again, yours will probably be a little bit more intricate and more detailed. I'm keeping this general for the purpose of an example. So once I have my introduction, the next thing that you're going to do is begin to work on your body paragraphs. I'm going to exit this out. So my body paragraphs are going to be based on the information that I've gathered from that trial worksheet I spoke about, and then the organizer that you worked on and was due earlier this morning. So the body paragraphs, and notice that I have an S here because it's going to be either one or more than one. You decide how many paragraphs. I would recommend you have 3 separate paragraphs for your 3 points, but that could be totally up to you. In these body paragraphs, I need to again begin with a topic sentence. So I'm just going to remind ourselves. So you need a topic sentence for each paragraph. You are also going to need text evidence with page numbers, and then you're going to explain your evidence. Okay, so those are the things that you need to remember to have for your body paragraphs. So how is this going to work? I'm just going to make this a little bigger for us, keeping in mind that I'm going to need all of these things for my body paragraph. I'm going to close off this page so I can bring us to the graphic organizer you worked on and was due today. So you should be following along with me. If you have your sheet, that would be great as well. You completed this worksheet where you have the arguments, right? So again, for our example, if I'm arguing that Tom Robinson is innocent, then I'm going to look at Atticus's argument because that was the person who was defending Tom Robinson. And I'm going to choose 3 of these details. Okay, so let's say I want to start off with the fact that Tom is gentle, compassionate, and is a hardworking man. If I want to start off with this as an example, one of these, A, B, or C, would be my text evidence to support that, right? So let's, for the sake of our example, and let me see if I can actually bring this into 2 screens for us. Let's see if I can do that. Okay, sorry. So again, if I'm using this, Tom is a gentle, compassionate, hardworking man as one of the pieces of evidence. And again, I'm bringing us back to this page here. Let me actually exit out of here. So Tom, default I have this very big. So So I apologize. Okay, so now I can start. So I could start off my topic sentence, right? This is what I need, a topic sentence for each paragraph. So Tom Robinson is a hardworking family man. That's a topic sentence. Now I need to provide the evidence to support that, right? So I could write, during the trial, when Tom Robinson is on the witness stand, Atticus asks him what he was doing the night Mayella was raped. Right? So I'm setting up the background information for my reader, and then I could go ahead and provide some text evidence. What I would need to do is to go either into that graphic organizer that you completed, or I could also go back specifically to find a quote from the trial, from the full text version of To Kill a Mockingbird, and then be able to write down my my example. Okay. So I have a topic sentence. I give my reader some background information before I include my text evidence, which is what I'm missing here. Okay, and I don't want to write it in so I don't take something away from somebody else. Okay, so this is what you're going to be doing while you complete the assignment for today. I am online. I'm on Schoology. I'm also, checking my email throughout the day. I'm also going to make myself available to you later on today. So in the evening, I know some of you like to work on your assignments. So I have scheduled some time so that I can answer any questions that you might have along the way. You're going to save this as a Word document, either through your school email if you do not have Word, or obviously on your computer if you do have Microsoft Word. I am going to send it back to you with some revisions, and then we'll tackle the other parts of our essay. So again, I'm here for you if you have any questions. You guys are doing a great job, and I miss you all very much. I'm going to leave you here, so happy writing.